Cristiano Ronaldo was one of the greatest names in the football world. In addition to winning the hearts of millions with his speed, technique, and unending determination, he was also known for his generosity and love for people. His good deeds, both on and off the field, changed the lives of many. This story tells a striking event that demonstrates how big his heart is and the lessons he imparted about humanity. If you liked this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means a lot to us. In a small town in Portugal, there lived a 10-year-old boy named Miguel, who had a big dream: to meet Ronaldo. However, Miguel was a bit different from other children. Due to a congenital heart condition, he had to go to the hospital frequently. His childhood was spent more in doctor's appointments and medicine-scented hospital rooms rather than playing. His tiny body was fighting against illness, carrying a great deal of hope, especially looking into his mother's determined eyes. His mother was doing everything she could for Miguel's health. She listened to her son's breath while sleeping at night and worked hard during the day to cover his treatment expenses. Even as her exhaustion increased with each passing day, Miguel's smile gave her strength. Miguel's greatest passion was football, and watching Cristiano Ronaldo gave him the utmost joy. Every match was a source of inspiration for him. His mother was ready to fight for her son's well-being no matter the cost, ensuring he never lost the sparkle in his eyes. Yet amidst all this darkness, Miguel's mother was fighting her own battle. Miguel's father, who initially seemed like a loving man, gradually began to show his darker side. His gambling addiction had brought the family to the brink of disaster. Debts were piling up, and their belongings were being sold one by one. Although Miguel's mother tried hard to keep the family together, she was running out of strength with each passing day. Eventually, after selling the last few possessions to settle debts, Miguel's father disappeared without saying a word. That morning, while looking at the empty walls of their home, Miguel's mother felt an overwhelming sense of despair. Her son did not fully understand what was happening, but the sadness in her eyes told him everything. They were all alone in this vast world. All that remained were empty cabinets, letters filled with debts, and a mother left alone with Miguel. But amidst this destruction, she vowed not to give up. She was ready to do whatever it took for her son's future. Once filled with joy, their home now writhed under the heavy shadow of coldness and poverty. Miguel's mother began to work tirelessly, without belittling any job, just to keep her son alive. She cleaned houses in the early hours of the morning, washed dishes during lunchtime to earn a few cents, and worked late into the night repairing old clothes to make ends meet. There were days when she went hungry, moments when she collapsed to the ground with tired hands, but she did not give up. Her son's weak but hopeful eyes gave her strength. Every night she would sit by Miguel's side, listening to his breathing, until she dozed off, waking up each morning determined to create a brighter future for him. Despite the struggles of poverty, cold walls, and hunger, a mother's hope and love would never fade away. However, the greatest pain during this struggle stemmed from Miguel's illness. When she learned that her son's heart was weak, her world fell apart. The nights spent sleepless in hospital corridors, and the hopeless news from doctors wore her down every passing day. But no matter what, she had to be strong for Miguel. In order to protect her son's health, she began to work even harder every day. Even in the cold winter days, she would leave the house at first light and work late into the night. Sometimes she went hungry, and at times she couldn't gather enough money for hospital visits. While she prayed out of desperation, when she felt Miguel's tiny hands tightly holding on to her, she swallowed her tears. Miguel was aware of everything. He knew about the nights his mother cried silently, watching how she fought despite her exhaustion. He also tried to stay strong to lessen his mother's burden. In his little world, the thing that brought him the greatest happiness was watching matches of Cristiano Ronaldo. Every goal Ronaldo scored brought hope to Miguel, allowing him a brief escape from all the pain he endured. Yet amidst all this darkness, there was a glimmer of hope for Miguel: Cristiano Ronaldo. The joy he felt every time Ronaldo scored a goal instilled hope in Miguel's heart, providing a momentary relief from all his sufferings and inspiring him towards a brighter future. Ronaldo's determination on the field encouraged Miguel to rise again each day and hold on to life. While watching the matches, he believed in the beautiful days he dreamed of. Miguel's mother knew that her son had just one wish: to meet Ronaldo, one day. However, given the hardships life threw at them, achieving such a dream seemed almost impossible. As a tired but strong woman, every day she would try to suppress her own despair while looking into her son's hopeful eyes. She was ready to sacrifice anything just to see him smile. She woke up early in the morning to earn a few coins by cleaning, rushed to another job in the afternoon, and sewed at night to secure his livelihood. Though her exhaustion grew with each passing day, she waited for every opportunity to fulfill Miguel's dream. However, the harsh realities of poverty always held her back. She would do anything for her son's happiness, but sometimes life's cruel rules built walls against all her efforts. Nonetheless, she never lost hope, for Miguel's dreams were her reason to live. One day, Miguel's mother wrote a heartfelt letter to Cristiano Ronaldo's manager, with great hope. As she poured out her pent-up feelings onto the paper, she could not hold back her tears. She explained her son's illness, their desperate situation, yet emphasized the hope inside her heart and her admiration for Ronaldo. "I am a mother from a small town in Portugal, dedicated entirely to my son. My son Miguel is your biggest fan. In his world, your name shines not just as a football star, but as a beacon of hope. However, life hasn't been fair to him. When his father abandoned us, there was no home left, nor a safe future. There were days we went hungry and moments living in fear of sleeping on the streets. But our greatest battle was Miguel's illness. He is suffering from a congenital heart disease. The doctors say his little heart may not endure much longer. No matter how hard I work, I cannot fully secure my son's health. I pray each night for his future, but with each passing day, my means decrease. Yet I know that heroes like you do great deeds not only on the field but also in real life. My son's deepest dream is to see you, hold you, and tell you how much he looks up to you. Making this dream come true seems impossible to me, but perhaps you could give him a glimmer of hope. If you are reading these lines, can you make an unforgettable moment happen for Miguel by realizing his dream? With love and hope, a mother." After passing through many hands, the letter finally reached Ronaldo. When Ronaldo read the letter, he was deeply moved. Between the lines, there was a mother's desperation, a child's hope, and the harsh realities of poverty. Every word in the letter touched his heart. In that moment, he took immediate action. He instructed his manager and team to make his little fan's dream come true. Ronaldo wanted not only Miguel to meet him, but to have a day he would never forget in his life. He arranged everything for a special day to be held in Madrid. However, Ronaldo wasn't going to stop there. He would also take care of Miguel's treatment, education, and future. Ronaldo would not only solve Miguel's health problems, but he was also determined to change his life by providing him with a safe home and a good education. Because real heroism is demonstrated not only on the football field, but right in the midst of life. A few weeks later, Miguel and his mother were unexpectedly invited to Madrid. Throughout the journey, his mother looked at her son with tired but joyful eyes. Inside her, she felt great excitement mixed with uncertainty. She had never imagined they would embark on such a long journey to fulfill her son's dream. As they approached Madrid, Miguel's excitement grew, and his heart raced. This was not just a trip for him. It was the beginning of a moment that could change his life. Every time his mother saw the light in her son's eyes, she wished that the struggles, sleepless nights, and shed tears of the past could be forgotten. This would be the day they would make a hopeful new beginning. When they arrived in Madrid, Miguel felt happier than ever. His mother had only told him they were going for a health check, but deep in his heart, he felt something different was happening. A big surprise awaited them. Upon reaching the stadium, his mother bent down and whispered to her son, her eyes filled with joy. "Miguel, there is someone here waiting for you. The person you've dreamed of." Miguel lifted his head and saw Cristiano Ronaldo standing before him. His eyes widened, his breath caught in his throat, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. His heart began to race, his lips trembled, and tears streamed down his face. He had imagined this moment for years, but he never believed it would actually happen. Ronaldo approached him with a warm smile, noticing the astonishment and excitement in Miguel's eyes. Kneeling down, he spoke to him in a loving voice. Hello, Miguel. It's a great pleasure to see you. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, he said. Miguel couldn't hold back his tears. He was standing in front of his idol. As his heart raced, Ronaldo opened his arms and hugged him tightly. This moment was not just the realization of a dream for Miguel, but also one of the greatest turning points in his life. Seeing the happiness in his eyes, Ronaldo knelt down to talk to him. He listened to Miguel's story, learned about the difficulties he faced with his mother, and offered him words of hope. Then, Ronaldo took out a small but immensely meaningful gift from his pocket. A special jersey with Miguel's name on it, and a note assuring him that he would always be there for him in the future. This moment was a source of indescribable joy for Miguel. They talked for a long time, laughed, and had fun, and Ronaldo even invited Miguel to join him on the field. For the first time in his life, Miguel played soccer alongside his idol. As he ran on the field, he was not just playing football. He was leaving behind all the pain he had bottled up for years and all the struggles of the past. Every step he took reflected his fight to overcome the challenges he had faced. In that moment, he realized he was freed from all his traumas and felt truly liberated. As photos were taken, these moments turned into unforgettable memories that would last forever. The laughter on the field, the joyful screams, and the light in Miguel's eyes touched everyone's hearts. That day, it was not just a child who became happy. Another unforgettable story about humanity was written. It was the most beautiful proof of kindness and hope. However, the biggest surprise had yet to come. Ronaldo announced that he would cover all the costs of Miguel's treatment. But he didn't stop there. He also said he would take care of Miguel's educational expenses, providing for his home and school needs to offer him a better life. Now, Miguel would not only regain his health, but also live in a safe home and receive a good education. The little boy and his mother were overwhelmed with tears of joy because this was not just assistance. It was the beginning of a new life. This event once again showed that Ronaldo was not just a football player, but a great human being. Thanks to Ronaldo, Miguel was filled with hope and clung to life tighter. Years passed, Miguel regained his health and started his university education. He remembered the support Ronaldo had given him at every moment of his life. Occasionally, he would correspond with Ronaldo, sharing updates about his education and life. Ronaldo, in turn, would reply whenever possible, continuing to inspire him. This special bond between them never faded, even as the years went by. That day at the stadium, a story that touched not just a child's heart, but the hearts of millions was written. The hope in Miguel's eyes reached everyone's hearts. Because real heroes do great things not only on the field but in life as well. The kindness that Ronaldo showed transformed into a story that inspired humanity, extending beyond football. And Cristiano Ronaldo continued to be a legend not only for his talent on the field, but for the goodness in his heart. Even as years passed, his friendship with Miguel endured as he continued to support him at every opportunity. When Miguel graduated from university, the last letter he received from Ronaldo contained heartfelt words expressing his pride in him. In that moment, Miguel's eyes filled with tears, for the hero who once inspired him had now become his greatest supporter. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means a lot to us. See you in the next story.